Welcome. This is Still Becoming, a quiet space for noticing the moments where life keeps moving, even when we think it's finished. I'm glad you're here. Disappointment changes curiosity. Not all at once, not dramatically. More like a quiet recalibration after something doesn't work. A relationship, a direction, a hope that carried more weight than we realized. Curiosity often becomes more careful. We stop asking certain questions. We stop looking in certain directions. Not because we don't care, but because we've learned how much caring can cost. Disappointment teaches the nervous system something very quickly. It teaches it to anticipate loss. After something doesn't work, curiosity begins to feel inefficient, even risky. Questions that once felt open start to feel exposed. Interest becomes something to manage, not to follow. Over time, narrowing can feel like wisdom, like maturity, like learning. But often it's simply the nervous system trying to reduce future pain. Closing curiosity does offer protection. It limits disappointment. It creates predictability. It reduces the chances of being surprised in ways that hurt. But it also limits information. Life becomes easier to navigate and smaller to inhabit. This rarely feels like a loss at first. It's often framed as being realistic or practical or done with illusions. Only later does the cost become visible, not as pain, but as dullness. One of the reasons curiosity stays shut is because it's mistaken for vulnerability, as if noticing interest means committing to an outcome, as if asking a question means you'll have to follow it all the way through. But curiosity doesn't require risk-taking. It doesn't require trying again. It doesn't even require hope. Curiosity can exist without ambition, without commitment, without exposure. After disappointment, curiosity often returns in a different form, quieter, less urgent, more observational than aspirational. It shows up as noticing rather than reaching, as allowing interest without deciding what to do with it. This kind of curiosity doesn't push life forward. It stays alongside it, and in doing so, it keeps something essential intact. Not possibility, but relationship. In closing, curiosity doesn't have to mean trying again. It doesn't have to mean opening yourself to outcomes you're not ready for. Sometimes it's enough to notice that something still catches your attention, even briefly, without deciding what it means. Curiosity like that doesn't promise renewal. It doesn't guarantee direction. It simply keeps perception alive. And that may be enough for now. If something in you shifted while listening, let it move at its own pace. We'll continue next time.